What's up everybody, welcome back to another FIFA 22 squad building video. Future Stars is coming to an end and I'm going to be building a fun hybrid squad with some of the new cards from both Future Stars Team 1 and Team 2. I'll show you some of the custom tactics and in my opinion the best chem styles to use, and at the end some brief highlights from gameplay. The price of the team is right around 400,000 coins on both consoles at the time of recording, and if you do enjoy the video please hit that like button and subscribe. It only takes a second and it really helps me out. Thank you to those who have subscribed recently and thank you so much for all the support on the recent videos. Starting with the goalkeeper, we have Edison. Any Brazilian goalkeeper will do here, but I went with Edison because he's always been solid when playing against him, and let's be honest, goalkeepers don't really make that much of a difference in this year's game. At right back we have Winter Wildcard Semedo, and at left back we have Theo Hernandez. Hernandez is just your cheap gold pacey fullback who'll get the job done, and Semedo is a great card and he gives some important links. I'd use an anchor or shadow on both fullbacks to bring their pace up, especially with all the fast attackers that EA are releasing these days. At right centre back we have Lucas Verissimo and our first Future Stars card Ibanez. Verissimo is still a solid centre back. He has well-rounded pace, defensive and physical stats, and I've given him an anchor to bring all three of those up. Ibanez looks like a great option for a cheap Serie A centre back. He's Brazilian too, so he's easy to link, but he has great pace, defending and physical stats, and I also gave him an anchor to bring those three stats up as well. Moving into the midfield, from left to right, we have the CDM version of Elmas, Barella, and the new Gonzalo Ramos. Elmas is definitely a fun card. He has 5-star skill moves on a CDM, and he's also got nice stats in the important areas for a midfielder, and I give him a shadow to bring his pace and defending up, which I feel like will be the most important for him because he will be playing in that CDM role. As for Barella, he's a solid box-to-box midfielder with well-rounded stats. He's got high work rates, but he does have better cards, and I've opted for the 86 because we're sticking to the budget here, but if you wanted to branch out you could easily get his headliners card, which is much better than this one. But I kept the 86 to keep the squad right around 400k. And again, I opted for a shadow on him as he's going to be playing right next to Elmas as our second CDM, and he needs the help defensively as that's one of his worst stats. And Ramos will be playing as one of our two center attacking mids. He's only got 3-star skills unfortunately, but he does have the finesse shot trait, which might be helpful. And I've given him a Maestro to boost up what I think are some important stats for the cam role. You might want to give him a Hunter if you think about playing him as a striker. And one thing to note of course is his natural position as a centre forward, but I've moved him back obviously for chemistry reasons. Finally, moving into the attack, starting at right wing we have Future Stars Trincao. He only has a 3-star weak foot, but he does have the outside of the foot shot trait, which should hopefully counteract that. He does have a lean body type as well, so he will feel very agile on the ball, especially with that high agility. And I used a marksman on him, but you could really use anything depending on what position you want to play him in. On the other side, at left wing, we have the highest rated player in the team, Future Stars Damsgaard. He looks like a fun card with 4-star high-low work rates with excellent pace. I've also opted for the marksman on him as I'm going to be playing him at the striker role. And finally, our final player in the team is Future Stars Raspadori. This is one of my favourite cards in the whole team. He's 4-star, 5-star, also got high-low work rates, and I've given him a Hunter just because I wanted to max out his pace as much as we can and also his finishing stats since he's also going to be playing at striker alongside Damsgaard. And that is our completed Future Stars squad builder. Down on the bench you probably noticed we have Nunez. I packed him untradeable and he's very cheap, so I thought I'd sub him on late for a couple games just to see how good he is. He does look fun with that much strength and height combined on a winger. That really might make for a fun combo. With that being said, let's move into the custom tactics. I'll be playing 4-2-2 with Damsgaard and Raspadori at striker, Trincao at right cam and Ramos at left cam. Elmas and Barella of course at CDM, and the defense will remain the same. For the defensive and offensive tactics I'll be using what you can see here, and as for the instructions, I went with get in behind and stay forward on the two strikers. I didn't change anything for the two cams, but if you like you could have come back on defense depending if you like that or not, but I don't really like my center attacking mids dropping back too much. And the CDMs are on stay back and cover center, and then the fullbacks are on stay back and overlap. Before we get into the gameplay, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and hopefully you've had some fun with some of the Future Stars cards over the past 2 weeks. And without further ado, let's get into the gameplay.